I am Shiva, a South African lawyer at the ICJ. It is an honor for me to read out the petition and the provisional measures requested by South Africa. South Africa has come before the court to prevent acts of genocide that might aggravate or extend the dispute before the court or make it more difficult to resolve. The South African government has filed a request to initiate legal proceedings against the State of Israel, alleging violations by the letter of its obligations under the 1948 Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide. I shall refer to this convention as the Genocide Convention. To found the jurisdiction of the court, South Africa invokes Article 36, Paragraph 1 of the Statute of the Court and Article 9 of the Genocide Convention. South Africa states there is application concern act threatened, adopted, condoned, taken and being taken by the government and military of Israel against the Palestinian people, a distinct national, racial, and ethnic group. In the wake of the attacks in Israel on 7 October 2023, Israel has committed genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. Tel Aviv has fulfilled 4 of the 5 criteria for acts categorized by international law as genocide. The 4 criteria include killing members of a group, causing serious physical and mental suffering, deliberately creating conditions that could destroy the group, and preventing births. South Africa contends that the acts and omissions by Israel of which it complains are genocide in character because they are intended to bring about the destruction of a substantial part of the Palestinian national, racial, and ethnic group, that being the part of the Palestinian group in the Gaza Strip. South Africa asserts that the relevant acts are attributable to Israel, which has failed to prevent genocide and is committing genocide, and which has also violated and continues to violate other fundamental obligations under the Genocide Convention. The application contains a request for the indication of provisional measures pursuant to Article 41 of the Statute of the Court and Article 73, 74, and 75 of the Rules of Court. According to South Africa, provisional measures are necessary in this case to protect against further severe and irreparable harm to the rights of the Palestinian people under the Genocide Convention, which continue to be violated with impunity. South Africa requests that the court indicate provisional measures to protect and preserve those rights as well as its own rights under the convention, and to prevent any aggravation or extension of the dispute, pending the determination of the merits of the issues raised by the application. Now, I will read out the petition detailing the interim measures. I quote, "First, the State of Israel shall immediately suspend its military operations in and against Gaza. 2. The State of Israel shall ensure that any military or irregular armed units which might be directed, supported, and influenced by it, as well as any organizations and persons which may be subject to its control, direction, or influence, take no steps in furtherance of the military operation referred to point 1 above. 3. The Republic of South Africa and the State of Israel shall each, in accordance with their obligations under the Convention and the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide, in relation to the Palestinian people, take all reasonable measures within their power to prevent genocide. 4. The State of Israel shall, in accordance with its obligations under the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide, in relation to the Palestinian people as a group protected by the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide. This is from the commission of any and all acts with the scope of Article 2 of the Convention, in particular A. Killing members of the group, B. Causing serious bodily or mental harm to the members of the group, C. Deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in whole or in part, and D. Imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group. 5. The State of Israel shall, pursuant to point 4c above. In relation to Palestinians, this is from and take all measures within its power, including the rescinding of relevant orders of restrictions and or of prohibitions to prevent a. The expulsion and forced displacement from their homes. B. The deprivation of 1. Access to adequate food and water. 2. Access to humanitarian assistance, including access to adequate fuel, shelter, clothes, hygiene, and sanitation. 3. Medical supplies and assistance. And C. The destructions of Palestinian life in Gaza. 6. The state of Israel shall, in relation to Palestinians, ensure there is military, as well as any irregular armed units or individuals which might be directed, supported, or otherwise influenced by it, and any organizations and persons which might be subject to its control, direction, or influence, do not commit any acts described in 4 and 5 above, or engage in direct and public incitement to commit genocide, conspiracy to commit genocide, attempt to commit genocide, or complicity in genocide, and insofar as they do engage therein, that steps are taken towards their punishment pursuant to Articles 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide. 7th, the State of Israel shall take effective measures to prevent the destruction and ensure the preservation of evidence related to allegations of acts within the scope of Article 2 of the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide. To that end, the State of Israel shall not act to deny or otherwise restrict access by fact-finding missions, international mandates, and other bodies to Gaza to assist in ensuring the preservation and retention of said evidence. 8. The State of Israel shall submit a report to the court on all measures taken to give effect to this order within 1 week. 9. The State of Israel shall refrain from any action and shall ensure that no action is taken which might aggravate or extend the dispute before the court or make it more difficult to resolve. This concludes South Africa's statement of claim. Thank you.